Hey guys, Raise here, another Sekiro Shadows Die Twice achievement guide for it. We're going to be going for Sword Saint Isshin Ashina for defeating Sword Saint Isshin Ashina. Alright, so this is going to be obviously way at the end of the game, the very last boss in the entire game if you chose the route to continue on. Now, it's going to be next to the Ashina Reservoir and the Ashina Castle. I think it's in the Ashina outskirts, I'm not entirely sure. I already beat the game and continued on, and I didn't get a chance to actually stay at that spot to show you, but you'll know when you see it. It's at the beginning of the game when you leave. Same area you first got your arm cut off. So, a few things I used in this fight. Loaded Umbrella, just a very, very basic one. You can use the Whirlwind Slash, which is also a very, very helpful tool. If not, another really good move is the High Monk. I tend to use it quite a bit during the Genichiro fight. It tends to be a pretty good. If you get the right momentum for it, you can get over his attacks pretty easily. And if you want the ceremonial tanto, which is for defeating one of the shaman guys, I think in the very first one in the abandoned dungeon, for getting that. It also helps you get some spirit emblems in case you run out for using that loaded umbrella, because you'll need that for the last two phases to make this really, really easy. So going into this fight, obviously there are many, many ways you can do a lot of these fights. What I did is, first off, for his first attack, I ended up getting right behind him, because he'll tend to do that every time. You could use anything you want, any kind of special move, but you're only going to have time for maybe like 1 or 2 hits, so maybe even the Ichimanji double or whatever, you might be able to do that as well. I just tended to smack a couple times. Now his posture is very, very weak, so as long as you pay attention to your own posture, and you can also make sure you counter that as well if you're good enough with that one. I tend to just jump over it, because sometimes it didn't work as well as other times fighting him. So I tend to be safe, try to keep my health as high as possible, and my healing boards up. Like I said, his momentum is very, very weak. I use the High Monk move quite a bit here on him. It's a really good move to get over him and get the momentum turned around and to just give him a nice flurry of attacks. So if you haven't got that upgraded to use that, it's not required, but it also helped me out. I intend to use it quite a bit in the game. Also, you could make sure you counter that move as well, and I could have broke his posture a little bit quicker, but I was trying to play the fight safe, and I ended up actually taking too much damage, in my own opinion, which you should almost be able to take this fight onto him without having any hits at all. So I kind of did it, in my opinion, I kind of poorly there. So after you beat him, you get the real fight. You get Isshin and all of his greatness with this. So for the first part, I'm going to be a little cheap ass, and I'm going to lure him out. So if you run around like this, you kind of get close to him and then run back. He's going to do 3 different moves, basically. He's going to do the one where he'll charge at you and do a combo, which is not preferred to attack him on it, and you'll do the 3 hits there, which you're going to want to either hit him, which doesn't seem to do as much damage as the jab. So if you want to do that little jab move on him, it's going to do a lot more damage, and I'd prefer if you got to his backside, because a lot of times if you do like that, you're going to get hit back. I tend to mess it up and hit him in his face, basically, so you don't want to do that. So just keep that in mind. He's just going to be circling around here and doing a couple things. So if you get too close, he's going to do all kinds of combos, and I don't want to have to go through the video and learn all the combos for you to block and counter, and you can do that way and take him head on. That's also another method. Another one of his moves is going to do the Ashina Cross, and you're going to notice it very, very obviously. He's going to put his sword in the sheath, and he's going to have a little bit of glow to it, and then he's going to charge at you and do 2 swings. Now this is another very good opportunity to get a hit on him as well. Other than that, those are the 3 basic ones he's going to do. Now I tried the Whirlwind Slash here. When he was vulnerable, it didn't seem like it quite worked. I mean, I was hoping it would have done some good here, because it's a good move and it does some good damage. And also, even if people block it seems to go through their blocking. Like you can tell there, it did some damage to his health even though he blocked it. I don't think I tried it again. It just didn't seem like it worked out as well as I hoped. So I mean, if you think you can get him on it without having to take damage from it, I wouldn't really recommend it, because you only have time for like a 1 hit doing this method. So like I said, 3 moves. You have a charge attack move, do not attack. You have the 3-hit combo move is when you want to attack, and then when you have the Ashina Cross move is when you also want to attack. With those 3 attacks being said, there isn't really much more that I'm going to do for this entire phase, so just keep those in mind. If you do get too close and try to fight him head on, he's going to have a bunch of other combos and attacks, so this is also a very easy way to just kind of draw him out Basically, the only thing I really do here is if you keep running around too far away from him, it seems like he won't really want to initiate his attack phases. So like I said, what I try to do, if he does do that charge at your attack, because if you aren't really prepared for it to run back or to dash out the way, it's pretty quick and you could probably hit you with it most of the time. It's like that right there. That's why I tend to run forward and then run back to kind of lure him out once you get to kind of like the right distance to know when he's going to try to attack and do one of the three. That's what I kind of did here the entire time, is kind of go forward and come back just in case he did that charge attack to get out of his way. Other than that, that's all I got for you for the first health bar. So once you get him down to his actual second health bar, I'm going to call his second health bar and not the third, considering it's kind of different people you're fighting here. This is where you can use the loaded umbrella. Now, if you get far enough away, he's going to do only 2 moves. He's going to do a jump move, followed by 4 gunshots next to another jump attack. So what you want to do there is to pull the umbrella when he gets close to you, and just block the first attack, and you're going to absorb the bullets with your umbrella, and then you're going to look around to him to his left. Make sure you avoid his other attack, you kind of behind him, and then use the attack button again immediately. It's going to take all the momentum that you just had with the umbrella, with the bullets into it, and it's going to basically throw it back at him. The other move he's going to do is he'll come running at you, and he'll kind of mess up there. As you can tell, you can still hit him, but it won't be, as you can tell, it won't be as powerful. The other move he'll do is he'll just straight up run at you and fire at you. Also block these with your umbrella right here. You might do it. Yep, you can see he'll go into his robe and he'll draw out the pistol. So you're gonna want to pop the umbrella up there and block all 4 shots. And after you take that 4th shot, immediately press the attack button. So as soon as you absorb all the bullets, press RB. So once you take all the bullets here, turn around, kind of get behind him, and press RB. Now make sure you keep rotating the analog stick there to lock onto him. Because otherwise you tend to kind of lose him and you might mess up. I've done it a couple times and I was thought here he's going to do that gunshot one and it didn't quite work out as well. Other than that, this is all you're going to do for the last 2 health bars. I mean, it's kind of a cheap way to do it, but whatever wins the game, right? At this point, if you're sitting or struggling, fighting the guy head on, or any other tactic you've been trying doesn't work as well for you, you can try this out as well and see if it works for you. It worked out pretty well for me. I thought this was kind of a odd one, but it works pretty well. I've also tried running around and doing it where a lot of people tend to wait for him to do that jump attack and then just get one hit on him. And I was like, there's no way I want to do that. That's going to take way too long. One little jab at him at a time. As you can tell, it took forever to do it. The first health bar, I did not want to do it 2 more times. So this is why I did this. It does a lot more damage. It's really easy to use. There's only 2 ways that he can attack you, and it's going to be pretty consistent. So if you notice, I've also ran to the other side of the map here. So I tend to just be safe. I mean, I want to make sure he's going to for sure do these moves, so I just basically ran all the way to one end. That way I know for sure he's going to charging at me, and instead of maybe ifing it, I don't want a chance, wasting wasting some emblems on put my umbrella up and not really getting it out of it. Other than that, right at the beginning of this, right when you see that kanji, you want to jump in the air and press the attack button as well, and you can get a couple hits on him there. Now if you want, you could mix it up with the umbrella and the lightning attacks because they do really good damage to him and also good posture damage, but at the same time, you don't know when it's going to come. I wanted to try it to hit more of the lightning attacks back at him, but with the method that requires me being far away from him, I tended to not try that as much. There's moments where I was near him, but I didn't know what was coming because he's got the kanji for other, attacks as well, so I tended to just play it safe the entire fight. I did not want to risk anything happening in this fight. I wanted to make sure I beat him, and that was that. Now at the end here, you'll also see me use that sword, the tanto, to get more emblems because I messed up a couple more times here and ended up missing with the emblems, missing with my attack, the umbrella, so I wasted some emblems for that. So I wanted to get some back. If you have enough healing items, make sure that you just use the tanto, get away from them some more, and heal up that way in case it does hit you. It's not going to be an instant hit because you're going to take half your life for that. Other than that, there isn't really much else to be said about this fight. You're going to be using the same tactic the entire time for both these health bars, making this fight a real cinch. Hopefully you guys can understand this and get this. It wasn't too bad for me. It took me just a few tries to actually get this down. You'll start recognizing his patterns once he comes running at you, and you'll see his arm go in his roll, like I said, and he'll start drawing his gun. So make sure that as soon as you take those 4 shots, you attack him right away. Otherwise, he might come at you with a couple attacks, and you want to just get him, damage him right away, and then run away. Like I said, follow up with the other side of the map. See right there, for some reason, it didn't attack him. Even though I pressed the attack button, I didn't release the umbrella button. I pressed attack. I don't understand. So like I said, make sure you press the RB button after you absorb the gunshot bullets. Other than that, guys, that's pretty much a do it for this guide. You're just gonna cheat and cheat some more because why not? This guy is the big cheat himself. I mean, look at all of his weapons he has in his arsenal here and all of his moves. So whatever wins the game at this point, it's just win or die. So thanks guys for watching. I hope it's helping anybody out. Make sure you like and subscribe. I will try to get some more Sekiro guides for bosses soon, so stay tuned for that.
そうじゃあ